Right, guys and dolls, it's Sunday night again. It's been a week, obviously, since the first start up. So we've just been in here tonight and put some coolant in, warmed it up, checked a few things out. Got to say, runs sweet as a nut. If I grate on you, just turn over now so I don't annoy you. But obviously these cars are special to some people like myself, and I thought I'd share a bit more about it and the story. And if you watch it, you watch it. If you turn over, you turn over. But there you go. Anyway, I'm going to fire it up because it's now the oil's got round, the hydraulics have jacked up. It's not tapping anymore. It's real sweet. So idles real well. Idle control valve's working well. All the power steering pump primed itself and all that. Quite lively for a big Pinto with a posh head. But, I'm loving my standard exhaust system that I found. Let's have a peep at that again. Oh yes, you can see it. Anyway, we'll turn it off before I gas myself. And I was going to talk a little bit, only for 2 minutes. I was going to just say, a lot of the people on YouTube that are watching this video will just think an old Sierra, because obviously they aren't from the era of when these cars were about and why they were so special. And you know, obviously when these were made, they weren't made by accountants in Ford. They were made by Cosworth boys. They got the job of making them so that they could win the, I don't know, I suppose the touring car championship of the day. So, you know, I imagine it did start life as a Sierra gear halfway down the assembly line, and then obviously gone into the Cosworth department. They've put this, you know, fantastic cylinder in. And you think about the year this was all done, this had the same engine as a 3-door, so early 80s, you know, everyone was messing about with 8 valves and flipping no intercoolers and Bosch K injection and all that rubbish, blowing through SUs on the old Montegos and Maestros and that. But this is like revolutionary, isn't it? 16 valve, you know, plug in the middle, big turbo. But I don't know, it's like Ford's own ignition system, but obviously it's got a map sensor and throttle part and has a crank sensor. I know it's a dizzy still, but that's just for distribution. It's still all the advances done in the ECU, so it was state of the art, you know. And they had to use the Pinto bottom end, obviously, but what a brilliant bottom end to use, you know, proper strong lump. I think they did something special with the crankshaft for the Cosworth. Like, I know it had 12 bolts on the flywheel. Obviously, I think it's got induction hardened pins as well. If you have a look at one when it's clean, you can see the bluing on it. So the crank was quite special, rods were special, forged piston, and then this fantastic 16 valve Cosworth head slotted on top with a big turbocharger. But it didn't just stop there. Like, the engine's good, but also they did these brakes, you know, these 4-pot calipers, and upgraded to shock absorbers and stuff. And inside, if you sit inside, I mean, I'm not a big fan of 4x4s. I love for 2-wheel drive, me, but the box, it's just awesome. It's you know, I think it's derived from a Mustang or something, but it's like 5-speed, proper man box, clunk job. Borg Warner T5, so that's good for 500 horsepower apparently. And then going to the back end, obviously it's on discs again, but they put proper LSD in it. I think it's 7.5 inch or something. So something to do, I don't exactly know what the 7.5 inch means, but it's a big diff anyway. Big crown wheel and pinion. That they don't have any problems with these. They just take it all day. I mean, obviously when I was messing about as a kid, it was into like turbocharged CVHs and Escorts, and Cosworth was like another level because they were expensive. Well, they weren't that expensive, but you could never get insured on one if you could afford one in the first place, so they were out of reach. So obviously when this one came up in my later years, I jumped at the chance to buy it. So obviously it was in bits, and I've had to build this out of bits on eBay, which has been a nightmare and cost a fortune. My advice is, if you're going to buy one, just buy one that's mint, because it costs a fortune to build in bits. Anyway, enough of my waffling. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Peace out.